YouTube or wherever you're watching this, whatever platform. It is I, Dscotty, back at it again with another video. So today, this was a question or a topic that was probably the hardest decision for myself, and I see it the most on any kind of forum that I'm a part of, is an exhaust. Now, to me, it was the hardest decision to make as far as what upgrade to do to my car. There was a couple of key factors that played a huge part in it, so I'm just going to kind of touch on some of those key factors and what kind of swayed me to pick the exhaust that I have. Now, I have the AWE Touring Edition exhaust. I will post a link to the... Bro, can you sit down? So I have the AWE Touring exhaust. I'll post a link in the description to their website, so that way you can get more specific information in case you're curious or if you want this exhaust. Now, the setup I have, I do have stock downpipes. They do have an option, you can buy resonated and non-resonated downpipes. I haven't really looked too much into that as of now. I'm pretty satisfied with it, but eventually I'll probably upgrade. So one of the most important things when I was trying to figure out what exhaust I wanted was the sound. I wanted it to sound good. I didn't want it to sound real raspy or kind of like a trumpet. To me, I'm not a really big fan of that sound, and I just think it doesn't sound very nice, or clean, I should say. So I watched quite a few videos, quite a few sound clips. By the way, if you're just interested in just sound of what this exhaust can do, I made a video with just cold starts, sound clips, idling, stuff like that. I'll post that in the description as well, so you can check that out in case you don't want to listen to me talk. But I wanted it to have like an aggressive sound without the drone. So AWE offers the Touring Edition, which is what I have, but they also have a Track Edition. Now, the Track Edition, I've heard some reviews and watched some videos that there is drone, so I really wanted to avoid that. Yes, it's more expensive, the Touring Edition versus the Track Edition, but to me, I think it's worth it. Now, just cruising at 60 miles an hour, it sounds stock. I don't know if it's picking up on camera or not, but it's a little bit of like a growl, but not aggressive at all. Sounds very, very stock. But the moment that you step on the gas, it comes to life, and that's what I really like. Now, another key factor was price. So there's some options when you go to pick out this exhaust that you can do that will adjust the price. I opted for, you can do like chrome tips, or you can do what they call their diamond black tips. Now, the diamond black tips are $100 more than the chrome. I ended up going with the diamond black because I personally am just not a fan of chrome on cars. And it also comes in two different tip sizes. I can't remember the exact sizes. I ended up going with a smaller one. I want to say it was maybe 96 millimeters and then like 104 or 102. I can't really remember, but you can check it out. You can pick that. The size does not affect the cost. To me, I thought the bigger ones were just kind of looked a little too big, so I opted to go for the smaller one. Still much bigger than stock, but they do have sizing options there that are available to you in case you want bigger or smaller. So as far as the pricing came out, I think mine came out to around, it was $1,750, so $1,750. It would have been in the 1600s if I did not opt for the diamond black tips. That's kind of the price that you're gonna pay with this exhaust. Now, kind of backtracking, you can go to their Track Edition, which is a couple $100 cheaper. But again, with the drone and this being my daily, I just didn't want to have to deal with that. So I was okay with paying the extra money. Now, I drive this car city, highway, back roads, and it really, to me, just sounds so good. And I'm very happy with my decision with this exhaust. From inside the cabin, it's got a nice growl to it. Now, it's kind of a tug of war because I do have aftermarket intake, so you do get that supercharger whine. So it's not all exhaust that you hear, but that's okay. I mean, hearing the supercharger whine is just as nice. But they do kind of compete a little bit. I think if you did had louder exhaust, it might kind of shut down that supercharger whine just a bit. One of the cool things that I really liked when I got the packaging, they include lollipops, which is to me just kind of funny, but you know, it made me laugh, and it was just something that I appreciated. They just took the time out to put some lollipops in there. I don't know. To me, it's funny, and I like it, so lollipops are good. But the packaging, it was very well packaged. There was, you know, very, very minimal chance that anything would have been damaged. Now, as far as numbers, honestly, me personally, I don't get an exhaust for numbers. It's really, I'm just paying for a sound maker. But they do claim that you gain like 8 or 9 torque and around that same horsepower. But to be honest, I don't notice any difference power-wise with the exhaust on. As far as idling, it sounds stock. Cold starts, it does have a semi-aggressive cold start. I mean, I've heard louder, but it's definitely not quiet on a cold start. So I know it's not easy picking out an exhaust. Like I said before, it's probably like the most common question I see on forums and stuff like that. But honestly, there's just so many decisions out there. Really try to pick out what factors are most important to you. You know, price, sound, quality, if you're worried about drone or not. Those were kind of my key factors for deciding what exhaust I wanted, and I ended up going with this one. I don't regret it at all. I'm very happy with it. I haven't really heard other exhausts that I've liked more than this one. I don't know. I would like to see if there is really a sound difference with resonated or non-resonated downpipes. Regardless, AWE's downpipes are bigger than stock, so I think that there would be still some sound difference. Obviously, non-resonated you would get louder, but like I said, in the future, that'll be something that I'll look into. As of now, though, very, very happy with my decision. I mean, we're just cruising right now. You might be able to hear a little bit, but then when you really get on it, I mean, it just comes to life. Yeah, I'm sure you probably heard the supercharger as well, but it just sounds so good. And even outside the car, it sounds good too. So highly, highly recommend the AWE touring exhaust. 10 out of 10. Can't go wrong. Haven't had any issues with it either. I don't know if there's really anything else I want to say. Hopefully this video is pretty short. There's no need for it to be long. But I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. Like always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know down below what exhaust you're running. Do you like it? Do you get drone with it? Do you have the touring edition of the AWE? And if you have stock downpipes or aftermarket. So yeah. I never really know how to end these videos. I feel like it's just kind of awkward, but thank you. I'm so stupid. Thank you for checking out the video. Your feedback's really appreciated, and I will see you in the next video. Dscotty out.